Hi guys, today we're going to go through a shoulder mobility sequence brought to you by Wodable and Injury Active. It's just designed to pretty much try and increase your ranges overhead. So for any athletes, whether you're lifting weights overhead or you're swimming, hopefully this sequence can help you improve that. So all you need is just a little bit of space, perhaps a timer and a wall ball, something which we can go overhead with whilst we're in a seated position. So the first exercise, we're going to use this to kind of sink into a position where we're overhead. Knees back, both hands on the wall ball, and we're going to hang out here for 90 seconds. Just let yourself sink into this position. You shouldn't be having any pain in the shoulder at all. If you do, you just need to come out of it a tiny bit so you're away from the pain. We're looking to get as deep into this position as possible. Sometimes we might need to head backwards, and then we can send the hips a little bit higher and we can go a bit deeper into this position. As I said, we're going to be hanging out here for 90 seconds, so get comfortable, try and relax into it, try not to fight against the stretch. And what you should be feeling is maybe a little bit of stretch around the outside of the shoulders and potentially in the upper part of your back. Okay, good, come out of that. The next one which we're going to be doing, guys, is the single arm humeral spin. So it's just practicing or getting used to being overhead and allowing those shoulders to be able to rotate. So we're going to use the wall ball again, but this one is a bit more of an active mobility exercise. So the same position as the one before. We're going to sit back single arm. We're going to use this wall ball so it allows us to stay in this overhead position. And you're going to accumulate 20 reps of turning the hand up towards the ceiling and rotating down towards the bottom. Try not to bail out of it too much with the rest of the body, just concentrate on that shoulder moving. So we're going to go into a maximal internal rotation, maximal external rotation. That's 3 reps. So you should be coming up to the halfway mark now. If that starts to feel a bit easier and a bit looser in that position, just sink the hips down a little bit more so that you can go into more of an overhead position. Remember, you shouldn't be feeling any pain other than just mild discomfort through the stretch, just where we're trying to increase that range of motion in the shoulder. Okay, so that's 20 reps on that right side. We're just going to switch over to the left, same position. Sink back down into that overhead position, and then we're going to get that arm rotating again. Now, if you feel like one's got a little bit more range than the other, it's pretty normal. That's okay, might mean that we just need to work a little bit harder on that one with a deficit. Okay, so that's 20 reps there. Beautiful. That's exercise number 2 done. The next exercise we're going to do is the single arm again, but we're going to concentrate on getting a reach through and just hanging out in that position for a minute each side. This one's probably going to target a little bit more of this lateral structure. So again, get comfortable, try and be as passive as you can and relax into it. So right arm first, we're going to have in this overhead position here, and then we're going to have a reach through with that left one, and we're going to hang out here for a minute. Okay, now we're going to change sides. That's 1 minute up that side, same again this time. Sink into that overhead position, then get a big reach through with the other hand, and again you should feel that stretch down the outside of the shoulder. Another minute here, guys. Okay, time's up on that one. Beautiful. The final one, which we're going to do for the shoulder position, guys, is just targeting the front of the chest, so the pec major in particular. We're going to take the arm, when we're in this forward position on the floor, laying face down, we're going to take the arm directly overhead, and then we're going to bend halfway here, okay? The idea is to try and keep that the shoulder that's on the floor to the ground, okay? And then we're going to pivot around that. So we're going to go with the left shoulder first, onto your front, left arm straight up, bend halfway, and then we're going to use the opposite hand and the opposite leg to push ourselves around. The left shoulder stays on the floor, and then we're going to hang out here for a minute. Again, you should feel a nice stretch across the front of the chest, certainly no pain. If you're feeling pain, you need to come away from that. Good, that's 1 minute. Stay on your front. We're just going to switch arms. Same angle, using the opposite hand, pivot round, head down, nice and relaxed. Another minute here.
Okay, minutes up.
Perfect. So that's the end of the shoulder mobility sequence. Hopefully if you continue this, you're going to find that that overhead position becomes a little bit easier. If you want to go into this a little bit more, check out the back mobility exercise and the sequence through that. That's also going to help be able to get you into a better position overhead. Thanks for checking in.